He didn't write a single line of code. He didn't exploit some advanced tech vulnerability. No, he just simply found the login credentials for government employees that had been leaked online.
Great content you got there, KoAlan. Hello YouTube! You should join the streams because we do a lot more than just reacting. Or warm the streams. I stream 4 times a week, so come join, wow! Today we are reacting to this teenager who just hacked the Brazilian government. What the hell? What the hell?
On the night Brazil won their second game in the World Cup, millions of Brazilians were woken up or had their celebrations interrupted by a maximum level emergency alert blasting through all their phones.
Wait, is KoAlan here? KoAlan, is this true? Put it on the screen text if it's true. Edit in the screen text if this is true.
For a few moments, many assumed some catastrophe just happened. But as it turns out, no, there was no disaster, there was no attack, and there was no public safety emergency in the country at all. No, instead, authorities would later discover a hacker sent the alert, and then the person responsible wasn't even someone who was particularly skilled or really knew what they were doing. So
wait, so the Brazilian government was just really easy to hack?
Apparently, a bored teenager from Sao Paulo, who I guess was just annoyed at the noise people were making outside after the game ended, decided to send the alert themselves. So if you think that's bizarre, yeah, it absolutely is. So let's just set the scene. It's the early hours of Saturday, June 20th, 2026. Brazil just beat Haiti in the World Cup group stage a little bit over an hour ago. So as you can assume, Brazil being a massive soccer/football nation, things were going absolute crazy on the streets. So the streets are—
Bro, his camera quality updated so much. Like, damn.
Loud, people are celebrating, fireworks are going off, the whole 9 yards. In the middle of all that, phones across Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, Curitiba, Brasilia.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't all over Brazil. Fair
Campo
enough.
Grande, and several other cities start going off with an emergency alert. And this is the kind of emergency alert that just overrides everything. It's kind of like an Amber Alert in the US, or the—
Yeah, we in Germany get some test alerts at like once a year to see if the alerts still work, like in case of like anything. I did actually get some actual alerts at some points about like really big fire in the city. Like that there was like a lot of smoke and that you should stay inside. So it just comes on your phone and it's like, yep, you know.
kind of alert that went off in Hawaii that one time by accident, which tricked the whole population to thinking they were about to get nuked. But obviously, it overrides Do Not Disturb, overrides everything, because, you know, that's what it's designed to do.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, it's that exact sound that just plays on your phone. It's so scary, actually. Bro, that sound is so scary. Like, even when it's just a test, I just, like, get scared to, like, the bones. Like, holy.
Bom, alerta. É só o meu?
Não, aqui também.
Não, alerta de quê? Alerta da defesa.
And, like, the one time that we... Like, one of the times that we had one of those test ones in Germany, it woke me up because I was, like, sleeping. I don't know. I think it was a Sunday where they tested it. Bro, I woke up, thought I'm about to get fucking missile striked. Because I forgot that that was on. Holy.
Defesa civil de...
Abre?
Pô, meu irmão.
De
não,
que, gente?
Tem uns bandos quebrando lá no...
Like, you see the reaction? Like, literally, like...
Tem uns bandos quebrando lá no...
Like, legit!
And the alert read, Extreme Alert, Civil Defense, Misanthropia. So misanthropia, or misanthropy in English, means hatred of humanity. It's not really a word most people use on a daily basis, and it's definitely not the kind of word you would expect to see on a government emergency notification at 1:25 in the morning. So naturally, people had no idea what to make of this, and social media immediately lit up with a whole bunch of different theories. A power grid attack, a war, you know, since a lot of people were half asleep and was awoken by this. And obviously, if you're sleeping, you wake up and you see misanthropia with the emergency alert going off, you could easily miss—
Bro, like, God himself hates you. Like, at that point, God himself hates you. Like, misanthropy? Human hatred? Is that over for me? Like, goddamn.
read it as missile. But apparently a lot of people also thought it was an alien invasion. So clearly A lot of people were worried. So apparently it wasn't a glitch.
Skynet, yeah.
Someone had actually gotten inside of the government's emergency alert system and sent it out to everyone. You know, because some teenagers, when they're bored, they spin up Minecraft servers for their friends to play on, and others apparently hack government entities to send out fake emergency alerts. Regardless though, by 1:30 in the morning, the platform had been taken offline, and Brazil's telecommunications regulator issued a statement clarifying that the alert hadn't come from any authorized person and that there was actually no actual emergency. So
The fact that did that say a 20-year-old? So the Saturday 20? No, it was a teen, right? Like the fact that a teen could just do that is insane.
the alert hadn't come from any authorized person and that there was actually no actual emergency. So the states of Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro and Paraná all confirmed the same. And the federal police, essentially the Brazilian FBI, they were called in to investigate. Oh, also, it's worth mentioning that apparently it was later revealed the same person had tried to send an alert to one of the cities that read, "Alien attack, humans we have arrived." So
Oh, Jesus. KoAlan, by the way, if the sound was too loud, I just turned it down a little bit. Maybe if it was too loud earlier, I adjusted.
clearly, whoever did this is quite the prankster. But unfortunately for them, that one failed to deliver, so they just changed it to the Misantropia one. But the system was compromised and called for the IDAP, which stands for the Public Defense Broadcasting Interference. And it's essentially a platform used by their FEMA across the country to warn the population about natural disasters, floods, landslides, and so on and so on. And the platform has around 600 registered users, spread across the different states and cities around the countries.
In France, on the first Wednesday of every month, wartime alarm sirens sound in every city. Every month? Oh my god.
And it connects to multiple delivery channels, such as SMS, WhatsApp, Google's public alert system, and even cable TV. But I guess the most powerful one is the Civil Defense Alert, which is the cell broadcasting system. And this is the one that goes directly through the phone towers to every device in range and cannot be silenced. It also doesn't care if your phone is on Do Not Disturb or not. So essentially, like,
oh boy. In Germany, I sometimes wake up from the fire department siren. Bro, I would absolutely hate that. Oh my god.
if you're within a range of a tower that broadcasts it, your phone is getting it. And that's the part that got exploited on June 20th. Now, for context, if you're around in 2018, you might remember, obviously, what I mentioned earlier, the Hawaiian missile alert situation, where a government employee accidentally sent a real ballistic missile warning to the entire state of Hawaii during some routine drill. And during that
Bro.
that time, people had like 38 minutes of genuine panic before a correction went out that there was no
38 minutes?
actual missile, just an insane interface mistake. So I guess there was like a 38-minute span where those billionaires who built all those like doomsday bunkers out in Hawaii were kind of like, oh, we're geniuses. This wasn't a massive waste of money. Obviously, I'm saying that without knowing what's going to happen in our future. Hopefully, we're all safe. But hey, I don't know. But regardless, what happened in Brazil on June 20th is that kind of stuff, except it wasn't an employee that accidentally pushed the wrong button. No, apparently it was some outside intruder who found a door that was supposed to be locked, but that door wasn't just unlocked, it wasn't even closed.
It was just wide open.
Because when you hear government emergency system got hacked, you probably picture, I don't know, something like a team of people who made some sort of malware to get a whole bunch of information from people who worked in the government. But no, this is not what happened whatsoever. So the person who allegedly did this goes by the handle Misantropia Online. And they gave an interview to a Brazilian an outlet called Tecmundo shortly after the incident. And here he explained exactly what he did. And what he described is genuinely difficult to believe for a system with this much responsibility, because he didn't write a single line of code. He didn't exploit some advanced tech vulnerability. No, he just simply found the login credentials for government employees that had been leaked online. Really?
Great country you got there, KoAlan. Great country.
Really? It was just out there in the open, apparently. What do you think about that, Gary?
Oh, cat? Dog? Doggo.
He's dreaming. I whisper as if I'm not going to continue recording this video. Sorry, bud. But those employees had apparently never changed their passwords, and some of them had been exposed for years. So I guess once he got the credentials, he logged into the IDAP server like any other author.
Not even two-factor. Like, bro, not even 2FA. Not even 2FA. Just like, here's the password.
User, because I guess from the system's perspective, he looked exactly like one of the government officials. So I guess the security system at the end of the day that was standing between him and waking up millions of people was a simple math captcha. Nice.
It's not even Hackerman.
Basically just a bot verification. But essentially, it seems like the consensus from people who work in cybersecurity, they all came to the realization that this guy isn't even a hacker because the door was just wide open and he just kind of walked in. So Misanthropo himself was pretty upfront about this as well. So when Techmundo asked him about how he found the credentials, he just said he looked them up on a data breach indexing site.
He just Googled it. He said, "Gary, those goddamn football enjoyers are not letting me sleep. I'm gonna look up the passwords online. I'm gonna send out an alert so everyone will shut up."
And someone with enough time, I guess, could have found and used these passwords. And what makes this worse is he also claimed this wasn't even his first time accessing government systems in this way, because he'd also allegedly previously gotten into federal health registry platforms through the same method. All right, guys, we gotta tighten up the security a little bit here, because if this goofball can do that, people with more malicious intentions could, and that could be really bad.
Brazil, what are you doing?
But in the immediate aftermath of the incident, while everyone was still trying to figure out what just happened, a separate guy showed up on social media claiming that he was actually the one behind it. And he was
yeah, okay, buddy.
posting videos suggesting that he had done the whole thing, going full on bragging and I guess snitching on himself.
Buddy.
And that's when people started paying attention to him. And that's also one of the reasons why I keep referring to them as they, because I actually don't know who's really behind this. But one thing I am pretty sure of, though, is this last guy, he definitely didn't do it because he was using this whole moment to promote his music. And apparently that's what pushed the real person. We're actually not even sure yet, but this is what pushed Misanthropo to actually come forward. Because I guess watching someone else take credit for something he actually did apparently was just more than what he was wanting to sit with. So
I mean, let's be real. He already did that. Okay, he already put his name on the alert. Someone else taking the credit? Nuh-uh.
I guess he just wanted to snitch on himself by come forward. Or who knows, this could also be another clout chaser. I don't know, it's hard to say. But regardless, he showed up on Twitter under the handle of Misanthropias and started posting what looked to be behind the scenes footage of the actual breach happening in real time. And his whole thing with this was stop LARPing his meat. And these videos do show what appear to be someone navigating the IDAP interface directly, queuing up alerts and selecting regions and the whole thing. And I guess between that and how detailed his posts were, the internet pretty quickly landed on the conclusion of, oh, okay, this was actually the guy. But of course, in the process of, proving he was the one who actually did this, Misanthropo accidentally doxed himself. Because in the video he posted showing the alleged attack in action, he forgot to cut out his CapCut ID. CapCut is owned by TikTok. If your TikTok username or CapCut usernames out there, you bet they can find you. Those apps
Oh my god.
probably know more about yourself than what you do. But obviously, that's like the back end side. On the front end side, people immediately noticed username and started tracing it back. And that's how they found this profile picture, which I'm gonna be very honest, I'm not sure if this is actually the guy or it's just some random e-boy. I also love like how everything just doesn't make sense whatsoever in this case. Like, why is it so easy to access a government platform? And why was it so easy to find the alleged hacker who got into the government platform? Brazil. Regardless, according to Techmundo,
just Brazil.
was reporting Misanthropo appeared to be a minor, so potentially a high school teenager from Sao Paulo. This is in a group chat that surfaced later. He mentioned he expected to spend at most a month in Foundation Casa, which is essentially the Brazilian equivalent of juvenile detention.
Bro, it was a calculated risk. Bro, it was a calculated risk. He knew what he was doing. Brazil.
In quote, he says, first they'll arrest me for a month at Foundation Casa. But that's essentially a state institution exclusive of Sao Paulo for minors who've committed offenses. So essentially, he potentially doxed himself twice. Awesome. But then for the main thing, his motivation for all this, he told the interviewer that it was just because he was bored and he was just annoyed at people after the game ended.
I bet he wasn't able to talk to his Discord kitten because people outside were way too loud. Grr, Discord kitten away. I'm gonna do something about all these loud people out here, don't you worry.
He was annoyed at the noise. He was annoyed at the fireworks. And he described this as the worst side of people coming out. Boohoo that people are celebrating their team won on a Friday night. I don't know. Whatever. Regardless, though, the federal police confirmed they are investigating, but haven't commented publicly beyond that. And in the following week of the incident, the government announced a set of changes to the alert system. So access would be restricted. VPN would now be required to log in, and a two-factor authentication would be implemented.
Wow, crazy. Crazy to what?
So, thankfully, Brazil caught up to that now. So on the bright side, all this was exploited by a alleged bored teenager instead of someone trying to do this for malicious intent. But
Which in the end is still a good thing that it wasn't someone doing it maliciously, but like, goddamn, man, just, oh my god, Brazil, what are you doing?
the federal police investigation is probably still going on as of the time of the video, but no official charges has been announced. I just thought I'd share this interesting story that happened in Brazil. So other than that, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.
Peace. Brazil. Just in Brazil.